Aloha, it is Brandy here coming to you in our 90 Days of Coaching YouTube channel as well as our Facebook group. What's up? Today is day 23 and I am so excited because I'm already seeing some of your businesses transform. If you've been with us since day one, you would have been coming consistently to get the training you need, personal growth and development, and business training. And now it's day 23 and I'm already seeing transformations happen in your business. So I'm excited to come to you today, and we're going to be talking specifically about network marketing and how the network marketing build works. I've been coaching people for years on how to be successful in building their network marketing businesses. And do you know that when we have our first coaching session, I sit down with them and I ask them, hey, what is it that you'd like to accomplish in your business? Like, what do you want to improve in? Or what's the first thing you'd like to get great at in your business? And you know what I hear all the time? I want to enroll business partners. I want to enroll business partners. And that is a great goal to have. And of course, when you enroll business partners, your business grows. But it's not always as simple as it sounds, right? I mean, if you've been in a network marketing business and you've tried to enroll business partners and you're brand new, you may just have hit a couple of brick walls and just trying to figure out, like, how do I make this happen? So in this training, I'm actually going to go over 4 areas or ways or tips or areas you can improve on in order to increase your attractability factor, if that's a word, for business partners. Now, the first thing I do want to tell you, though, is it's not exactly about just enrolling business partners. Like, I'm not going to be here to tell you this is how you enroll business partners. I'm going to tell you the secret. And the secret is, if you want to enroll more business partners in your network marketing business, then you have to become a person that people want to join. You have to become a person that people want to partner up with. So that's really what my tutorial is going to be about today. And I'm going to go through 4 areas again, and you're going to want to stick around for all 4 of them because I'm going to give you some truths. And if you run with them, this is going to help you become better at attracting partners and ultimately growing your network marketing business. So tip number 1, it's about attitude. You got to have the right attitude. And you may think that this is simple. You may think that you've heard about this before, but it is a plain fact. Like attracts like. So what that means is that if you are a negative person, if you are a Debbie Downer, if you are a complainer, if you are somebody who sees problems more than solutions, if you are a negative person, you will attract just that. And if you're being negative, you're going to attract negative people. And guess what? Negative people don't want to join businesses. Negative people don't want to start businesses. They're not going to want to push themselves out of their box. If you are worried all the time, you're going to attract people that are worried all the time. If you are doubtful about being able to be successful, guess what? You're going to draw people to you who are doubtful about being successful. So it's really important that when you're starting to put yourself in this place where you want to attract business partners to you, you got to get out of your own way and you got to start thinking in terms of becoming that person that you want to attract. So if you're just here stuck in your own story, stuck in your own head, stuck in your own day-to-day drama, you're never going to attract business partners, because people who are stuck in their own head, stuck in their own stories, and stuck in their own drama are never going to be business partners of yours. So number 1, it's all about attitude. It's about coming to the table, being confident, having that posture, understanding that you may have some doubts, you may have some fears, and you know what, we all do, but putting that aside and trying to portray that person that you want people to see and portraying the kind of person in yourself that you would like to attract to your business. That's number 1. Now, number 2 is becoming a credible person. You want to grow your credibility when you start building your business. And the more credibility you have, then the more you will have people coming to you and wanting to join your business. Now, when you're first starting in your business, you may not have too much credibility in what you're doing, whether it is being a business person and or being a promoter of whatever products that you're behind. And that's okay. Everybody starts at 0 credibility. Even I started at 0 credibility many years ago. So don't be freaked out and think that you're never going to get to that place, or you can't be like me, or you can't be like someone else. First, you have to understand that everyone starts at not being credible. And then You have to work your way to become a credible person. So how do you build this credibility in front of the eyes of your followers? Well, first off, one great place to start is getting to know your product line well. Can you portray yourself as being a person that understands the products? You don't have to become a scientist. You don't have to know all the details about it, but can you come from a confident place and say, yes, these products work. Yes, it's done this for this and this person. Yes, I take this and this product because I am addressing this and this and this. The more you can talk about your products and express why you use them and why you love them and which one works for you and why you choose those products, and also express how you are helping share those products with others and how you're helping others experience X, Y, and Z due to taking the products, then that's how your credibility will grow. The more you can share about testimonies that you've had of people who are on it, or even testimonies of people who are maybe on the team, then your credibility will grow in the eyes of your following. What about when it comes to business? Are you credible? Do you know the details behind what the business is about? Now, you do not have to, again, be some compensation plan genius, but you have to basically be able to stand behind your business opportunity and say, yes, it works. I'm plugging in. We have a ton of support. We have amazing team members. We have a weekly call, and you will be absolutely supported. Are you able to say these things? And the more you say these things, the more your credibility will grow. But one of the best ways to show your audience that you have credibility is for you to actually tag on to the credibility of your team members, or your business partners. So whoever you partnered up with this business probably has some credibility, or the person who introduced them has some credibility. And the best way to kind of leverage their credibility is by getting them connected with other people or the prospects that you have. When you get them connected with your prospects, then you kind of share credibility. But this is an important thing, is for you to understand that right now you are building your credibility in front of your audience. And one of the worst things you can do for your credibility is jump from company to company. Be like, I'm about CBD this week, and now I'm about hair shampoo, and now I'm about essential oils, and now I'm about health and wellness, and now I'm about magnetic lashes. It's really rough on your audience when they see you jumping from deal to deal. That definitely does decrease your credibility. So if you found a product, a program, a service that you love, stick with that product, program, or service, and develop your credibility with this product, program, or service before you jump to another one. Develop your credibility in front of your audience so they can know that you are consistent and you're with this program and you're going to be around for a long time. And those are people that people like to join. They like to join you if they know you're going to be around with this deal. Okay, now that's the second point. Second was credibility. Now the third thing, let's talk about this, and it's really important, is your social presence. Right now, especially because we're on this whole lockdown deal, your social presence really is all you have when it comes to building a business, because that's where they're going to be seeing your posts. That's where they're going to be seeing who you're about. You can't meet them for coffee. You can't invite them to your home for a house party. So you're going to be basically giving them that snapshot of who you are based on your social presence. So my number one question to you is, are you bringing value to your following on your social? Or if they go to your social, is it just like kind of weak? Is it kind of shallow? Is it just kind of like you showing this, you showing that, and then you showing your product, and then being like, hey, look at my kids. Hey, look at this. This is what I had for lunch, and this is my product. Is it a very shallow page and people don't really know what it is? Are you doing a whole bunch of shares all the time? Are you doing only pictures of your dogs all the time? Are you doing only inspirational quotes all the time? Or are you really giving them a journey to take on your social wall? Because when you give them a journey to take on your social wall, sometimes you give them some deep thoughts, sometimes you give them something to laugh about, and then you show them some inspiring testimonies, and then you do some motivation. When you take them through a journey on your Facebook page, then that's when they start to perceive you as a person bringing value to them. And what that means of if you're bringing value is when they see your page, are they walking around, walking away from your page more happy, more motivated, more excited, or do they just skim over your page because they feel like they have nothing to look at? So it's really important for you to think about being a person bringing value to your following. Something else that you need to do when you go on your social is you have to be willing to share with them your personal transformation. And I'm not talking about the transformation with your products. I mean, if you have a transformation story, great, but I'm actually talking about the transformation that you're going through as an individual since you decided to start building a business. Now, it's a big deal that you made this decision to start building a business. You paid a good amount of money to start your program. You're putting yourself out there on social because you're now sharing your own personal story. You're rising above all the naysayers that thought you were dumb to get started, thought it was a bad idea. And you're even rising up above your own doubts about if you can do it, if it's going to work, if you're going to be successful, or you're going to fail. You're rising above and you say, you know what, I'm going to do it. So are you sharing with them that journey? Are you giving them something for them to really understand who you are, even though they think you know who you are, or maybe they do know who you are, but they don't know the new you that's made a decision to become this better version of you. And when you can share that story with them, that's actually what begins attracting people to you. Another question is, are you sharing leveled up pictures of yourself? You know, I know we got to keep it real, but every now and then you can share a picture of you where you did brush your hair and you did put some makeup on. Not saying you got to go get your face done, but smack on some lips, do your brows, brush your hair. I did it for you. You can do it for me on your social. And when you start to show people that level up of yourself where you are looking a little better, you're taking care of yourself, and then you're giving them a post that shares something about you and your belief in yourself, they're going to stop. And they're going to look at you and say, hey, there's something different about her. Maybe she is changing. Maybe I should look a little bit more at what she's doing. And then another question is your lifestyle working along with what you're selling? So if you're selling beauty, are you looking like a wreck every day? If you're selling health and wellness, are you posting pictures of Oreos and Snickers all day long? You know, if you're selling financial stuff, you know, what are you showing about what you've got going on in your life? It doesn't mean that you have to have perfection. Okay, not at all. But what I am saying is that if you're selling certain things, it is important for you to show them how that works along with it in your lifestyle as well. Okay, so you got to have your social presence up. If people go to your social presence and you ain't got nothing going on, then they're not going to join you. Trust me, you have to be willing to show up on social and leverage your social. And I actually have an awesome training on this. So I'll do more videos about this specifically. But in this video, I wanted to just give you kind of a general idea about how to become a person that people want to be attracted to. So number one was your attitude, right? Period. You got to be positive. Like attracts like. If you're acting like you know, like a 5, you're going to attract 5. So you definitely want to start acting like a 10 so you can attract 10s. Number 2 is credibility. Are you credible? Do you know your stuff? Do you know your products? Are you confident enough to say like, oh yeah, you're going to love this. I would suggest this. Are you confident enough to tell them like, I want to introduce you to my business model. Can you take a look at it? You know, are you credible enough to have a conversation with somebody and tell them that this is going to change their life? Now, the third thing I talked about was social presence. We just covered that. And the last thing that I'm going to tell you about right now that's really important is, do you know the system that you'll take somebody through once they're interested in the business, how you prospect, present, and close, and then plug them in and then get them going? Now, if you don't know what you're going to do with somebody when they start with you in the business, chances are you will never sign someone up in the business because you don't know what you're going to do with them. The system's not in place. So in order for you to start attracting business partners, you have to know what the ABC is all the way to the Z, because it's not just about getting them started on products no more. When you start attracting business partners, and if you're really saying you want to attract business partners, you got to know what is going to happen. A, B, C, all the way to Z. And that's called a system. So more than likely, your team has a system or your company has a system. But if you have no clue what a system is, just go ahead and comment on this video below and tag us, and we'll get to you to help you work this out, because knowing a system is absolutely important for you to getting a business person up and running. If you don't have a system by which how you are going to prospect, present, close, plug somebody in and get them started after they get started in your business, then there's no point in even signing somebody up. But when you do know the system, when you do know how to prospect, present, and close somebody who's interested in the business, and then how to plug them in and get them going, and you have that clear in your mind, then you'll be able to duplicate like nobody can. All right. So if you want more details about this, hit us up. Let us know what you think about this below. I'm ready to support you and celebrate you in your journey to building your network marketing business and finding your business partners. Okay, Brandy here, checking out. Talk to you soon. Aloha.